It's gut-wrenching watching all of this happen. I mean, it happened so fast. And
I've driven down from Hunt, and it's the most horrific. As soon as we saw how horrible it was, we kind of knew there weren't going to be survivors.
I was praying for rain the day before. We had a 40% chance of rain. That's pretty good for here, and little did we know.
The big question was, what do we do? And, you know, things were getting dicier by the moment. We couldn't tell if the water was going to continue to rise, so I said we need to get out of the house. So I grabbed my wife, and we literally jumped in the water, and it swept us down to about 200 feet down that way. And there's a crepe myrtle tree that we grabbed hold of, and we waited for rescue. I literally pulled up my waterproof phone and started calling people going, hey, get Swiftwater Rescue to come get us, because we are like in extremis. We are in bad shape. I never knew that it could do that. I've seen it come up a little bit. I've seen it cover over the hike and bike trail there, but I've never seen it come up any further than that. And yeah, this is like a once in, I don't know, 200-year kind of flood. Yeah, so this is very unusual. This is just a weird confluence of weather conditions that occurred, and we literally dropped 14 inches of rain.
it's gut-wrenching watching all of this happen. I mean, it happened so fast, and I wanted to come out sooner, but I also didn't want to be in the way of waiting for things to get done. So, you know, we came out to as quick as we could to help search, hopefully to find people that are still alive. So, but it's devastating looking at everything, and to think that this was underwater 2 days ago is tugs on my heart. So,
seeing all the devastation and the trees and the clothing, the random bits of flotsam floating around the river really hits home, you know, how many of people are affected by this, the depth of the tragedy and destruction that we're all going through right now. So that gives quite a somber feeling to just be out here seeing it in person rather than just on the news.
Next day, we know this family, the couple, were missing in their 70s, and waited for the road to clear. On the 5th, we came and we searched about 10 miles. We found 2 bodies, a little girl and a little boy. And then we finally came up here and we found the dad that we were looking for. And today we came back because we haven't found the wife, and we believe she's still here in the area. And so we had a great group of people show up, about 40 to 50 volunteers, just looking through rummage and digging up as much as we can. I've driven down from Hunt, and it's the most horrific. As soon as we saw how horrible it was, we kind of knew there weren't going to be survivors. It's just been difficult. It's really hard to go through the river and trying to find anything. The guys have fallen here and there. We're using backhoe to maybe shake up the trees, see if anybody's stuck up there, but it's been very difficult.
The father was found yesterday. The team found 2 kids too, downstream, and so we're just scouting the area, both sides of the riverbed. Found an article of clothing from the mother, and we were tracking and tracing opposite sides of the riverbed.
I was praying for rain the day before. We had a 40% chance of rain. That's pretty good for here, and little did we know. A week ago at Camp Mystic, I had 5 granddaughters in Camp Mystic, and they finished their first session and they're home now. But some of their friends were there for the second session, and my heart goes out to all those little girls. I went out that morning and tried to find neighbors. Heart of the Hills Camp, which is my next door neighbor, was literally gone. The owner of Heart of the Hills Camp lost her life in the flood. My other friend and neighbor at Mystic, Mr. Eastman, Dick Eastman, passed away at the heart of the activity. So it's really been, I don't think the impact is set on the people that live here yet. Of course, there's a lot of damage. You saw me out there working on my driveway that got washed away.
It's killing me. And I know I know a very young counselor who actually stayed at our house right before she went to be her first-year counselor. She was one of the people that grabbed a kid and the kid floated away. She floated away and the kid floated away. She grabbed a tree. I don't know what happened to the kid, but it's killing